What's happening, Leo Lens fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely on fire, and we've got the hottest updates you absolutely cannot miss. First up, a major Hollywood star turned down a role in a classic 90s film. Can you guess who and what movie? Then, a legendary director reveals his personal masterpiece and the film he feels he was born to make. We're also tracking a beloved couple's sun-drenched European getaway. And stick around, because we're breaking down a surprisingly valuable watch choice from a major celebrity. You do not want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's get started. Did a Hollywood icon dodge a 90s blockbuster? It's a question that sparks endless debate among film buffs. Which iconic roles were almost played by someone else? Today, we're peeling back the curtain on a potential game-changer in 90s cinema, involving a major Hollywood star and a film that has since become a cultural touchstone. The Cambridge Dictionary is expanding its vocabulary, set to welcome a staggering 6,000 new words this year. This massive influx includes a significant number of slang terms that have rapidly gained popularity, particularly through online platforms and social media. While the dictionary's inclusion of contemporary language reflects its commitment to staying relevant, it also highlights the evolving nature of communication and the powerful influence of digital culture on our everyday speech. This move by the Cambridge Dictionary is more than just an update. It's a recognition of how language is continuously shaped by its users, often in spontaneous and unexpected ways. The inclusion of these new words, many of which originate from internet culture, memes, and youth slang, mirrors similar efforts by other major dictionaries to capture the dynamism of modern vernacular. It raises interesting questions about what constitutes an official word and how quickly new expressions can become mainstream. For instance, terms that might have been considered niche or informal just a few years ago are now being formalized, suggesting a faster linguistic adoption cycle than ever before. The Cambridge Dictionary's decision underscores the trend of dictionaries becoming more inclusive of informal and colloquial language, moving beyond traditional academic or literary sources. This approach aims to make the dictionary a more accurate reflection of how people actually speak and write today. The specific details about which 90s movie this particular star might have turned down remain a tantalizing mystery, but the broader context of evolving language and cultural shifts provides a fascinating backdrop. It makes us wonder if this star's career trajectory, and perhaps even the cinematic landscape of the 90s, could have looked dramatically different. The very idea that a single casting decision could alter the course of film history is a testament to the butterfly effect in Hollywood. As we consider the new words entering our dictionaries, we're also reminded of the stories behind the films that shaped a generation, and the potential what-ifs that continue to capture our imagination. This news prompts us to think about the enduring power of cinema and the subtle, yet significant, choices that define its history. It's a reminder that behind every classic film, there's a complex web of decisions, near misses, and potential alternate realities that add layers to its legacy. The ongoing conversation about language evolution and cinematic history offers a rich tapestry for exploration, leaving us eager to uncover more about this particular casting near miss. Now, speaking of cinematic legends and their creative decisions, get ready for a deep dive into the mind of a director who has truly defined an era. Tarantino's masterpiece revealed, which film reigns supreme? Every filmmaker has a personal favorite, a film that resonates deepest with their artistic vision. For Quentin Tarantino, the legendary director behind cinematic landmarks like Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill, the question of his own best work has always been a subject of keen interest for fans and critics alike. In a recent, extensive interview on the Church of Tarantino podcast, hosted by Scott Kay and recorded at Tarantino's own establishment, Pam's Coffee and Lowe's Angels, the acclaimed filmmaker delved into his impressive filmography, offering his candid thoughts on which of his movies he considers his personal masterpiece and which holds the title of his all-time favorite. Tarantino declared, "Once upon a time, in Hollywood is my favorite, Inglourious Basterds is my best." He further elaborated on his connection to his work, stating that the Kill Bill duology comprising Kill Bill, Vol. 1 and Kill Bill, Vol. 2 are the movies he was born to make. His reasoning for Kill Bill's unique place in his heart is profound. I think Kill Bill is the ultimate Quentin movie. Like nobody else could have made it. Every aspect about it is so particularly ripped, like with tentacles and bloody tissue, from my imagination and my id and my loves and my passion and my obsession. This statement highlights the deeply personal nature of the Kill Bill saga for Tarantino, suggesting it's a project that is uniquely and inextricably linked to his core identity and creative impulses. However, his views on his best and favorite films have seen some evolution. Back in 2022, during an appearance on Howard Stern's SiriusXM show, Tarantino had identified Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as his best film. This latest podcast episode offers a fascinating glimpse into his ongoing reappraisal of his own work, particularly his later films, which he believes were made with a more refined skill set honed over decades. The interview also provided insight into his decision to abandon The Movie Critic, a project that had been in development for some time and was intended to be his final film. Tarantino explained that he was no longer excited about the prospect of dramatizing the script, largely because the skill set required had already been extensively utilized and mastered during the production of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He noted that recreating 1960s Lowe's Angels without CGI for Once Upon a Time was a significant challenge, but doing so again for The Movie Critic felt redundant. There was nothing to figure out. I already kind of knew, more or less, how to turn LA into an older time. It was too much like the last one. This creative block, stemming from a desire to push his own boundaries and avoid repetition, ultimately led him to shelve the project. Tarantino also addressed public perceptions of his creative process, pushing back against claims that he is paralyzed with fear about his final film being his greatest. He asserted, "Trust me, I'm not paralyzed with fear." His continued passion for filmmaking is evident, even as he navigates the end of his directorial career. The conversation offers a rich vein of insight into the mind of a cinematic icon, revealing his artistic motivations, his evolving perspectives on his own legacy, and the practical considerations that shape his creative choices. It's a must-listen for any cinephile eager to understand the creative engine behind some of modern cinema's most influential films. From the creative decisions of a legendary director, we shift our focus to the personal life of another Hollywood icon and his recent European adventures. DiCaprio and Ceretti, Mediterranean romance in full bloom. Summer is often synonymous with romance, travel, and sun-drenched escapades, and for Hollywood superstar Leonardo DiCaprio and Italian model Vittoria Ceretti, this summer has been no exception. The couple, who have been romantically linked since 2023, were recently spotted enjoying a luxurious getaway on a yacht cruising through the stunning Mediterranean Sea. Their latest public appearance, captured during a weekend outing off the coast of Formentera Island near Ibiza, showcased their relaxed and affectionate dynamic as they soaked up the sun alongside friends. Ceretti, known for her striking beauty and fashion-forward style, opted for a chic blackened cream zebra print bikini, featuring a stylish tie-front top and flattering thong bottoms. She later transitioned to a more casual yet fashionable ensemble, slipping into a mauve boho cami adorned with ruffled details, paired with matching zebra print slacks that echoed her swimwear. DiCaprio, ever the understated style icon, was seen in classic black swim trunks with a comfortable drawstring elastic waistband. The pair's chemistry was palpable, with photos capturing playful and intimate moments. In one particularly charming snapshot, Ceretti was seen playfully slapping DiCaprio's bottom as they ascended the stairs of their yacht, a cheeky gesture shared amongst friends before they rejoined the group. Adding to the adventurous spirit of their trip, Ceretti was also photographed donning snorkeling goggles, hinting at a shared passion for exploring the underwater world together. This Mediterranean sojourn follows a series of public sightings that have cemented their status as a couple. Their romance first came to light in August 2023, when they were photographed enjoying ice cream and iced coffees in California. Just days later, they were seen dancing and kissing at a Spanish nightclub, further fueling speculation about their relationship. Ceretti's previous marriage to Italian DJ Matteo Milleri lasted from 2020 to 2023. DiCaprio, on the other hand, has had a history of high-profile relationships with several renowned models, including Gisele Bündchen, Bar Refaeli, Tony Gann, and Camilla Morone. The sighting of DiCaprio and Ceretti on the yacht off Formentura comes just weeks after they were seen enjoying a double date with tech mogul Jeff Bezos and his partner Lauren Sanchez in the same vicinity. While Bezos and Sanchez were not present on this particular outing, the continued presence of the couple in exclusive European hotspots underscores their blossoming relationship and shared lifestyle. Their public displays of affection and shared adventures paint a picture of a couple enjoying the height of summer, surrounded by luxury and the beautiful Mediterranean scenery. It's a classic Hollywood romance unfolding against the backdrop of idyllic island life. From celebrity romance and idyllic getaways, we're shifting gears to explore the world of luxury watches and a surprising, yet highly sought-after, timepiece spotted on another major Hollywood star. DiCaprio's subtle statement, the £5,000 Rolex fetching triple the price. In the world of haute horlogerie and celebrity endorsements, certain timepieces transcend mere functionality to become coveted status symbols. Leonardo DiCaprio, a figure synonymous with Hollywood A-list style, recently made a sartorial statement not with flashy jewelry, but with a surprisingly understated yet remarkably valuable Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41, featuring a sought-after beige dial. This particular watch, reference 134,300, was showcased during his recent Leo Lens cover shoot, and its selection is particularly noteworthy given DiCaprio's official role as a Rolex testimony, the brand's term for an ambassador. His choice to wear this model is, therefore, not entirely unexpected, especially following his sighting at Wimbledon, wearing the brand's latest Land Dweller line just last month. However, the beige Oyster Perpetual stands out for reasons that resonate deeply within the watch collector community. The Oyster Perpetual Op line has historically represented Rolex at its most elemental, characterized by its clean design, absence of a date complication, and typically eschewing precious metals. Yet in recent years, the Op has undergone a remarkable transformation, evolving from what was once considered an entry-level Rolex into one of the brand's most closely watched and highly collectible models. This resurgence began in 2020 with the launch of the Op 41, distinguished by its vibrant, lacquered dials. These new colors were a direct homage to the Stella dials of the 1970s, a series of models that have since become legendary among collectors and command significant premiums on the secondary market. Colors like turquoise and coral were instant sensations, with the turquoise Tiffany Op in particular now fetching prices well into the five-figure range. This shift signifies a broader trend. A watch once accessible is now a collector's darling. Rolex further refined the Oyster Perpetual line this year, introducing subtle yet impactful updates. These include a slimmer bezel, a more tapered case designed for improved ergonomics, and a redesigned clasp for enhanced comfort and security. Internally, the robust caliber 3230 movement remains, ensuring a 70-hour power reserve, anti-magnetic properties, and the brand's signature superlative chronometer precision. Yet, the true story lies in the dial palette. For 2025, Rolex introduced a sophisticated dusty pastel range, with the Op now available in elegant beige, lavender, and pistachio green across various case sizes. Among these new offerings, the pistachio and beige models have quickly emerged as clear favorites among enthusiasts. While the retail price for these watches is set at £5,650, their value on the secondary market tells a different story. Listings for the beige and pistachio models range between £9,500 and £16,500, effectively tripling their retail price. This trajectory mirrors that of the now discontinued turquoise Op, solidifying its status as a true hype watch. The broader context of the Rolex market further illuminates this trend. Average resale values for Rolex watches have seen a dramatic surge, escalating from approximately £1,600 in 2010 to over £10,000 in 2025. Within this impressive growth, the Oyster Perpetual has emerged as a surprise powerhouse, transforming from an overlooked model into one of the most actively traded watches in Rolex's extensive catalog. Seeing this specific beige Oyster Perpetual on DiCaprio's wrist is likely to further fuel the enthusiasm for these subtly colored iterations, reinforcing the idea that even the most basic Rolex can be a statement piece. The era of the basic Rolex appears to be over, and this particular watch is certainly giving watch hunters something to be beige with excitement about. That wraps up our deep dives into today's top stories. But before you go, we've got a quick lightning round to refresh your memory on everything we covered. That's all the time we have for today, Leo Lens fam. We covered a potential 90s movie role that almost was, Quentin Tarantino's personal favorite film, Leonardo DiCaprio's Mediterranean getaway with Vittoria Ceretti, and the surprisingly valuable Rolex he wore. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe for more daily updates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let us know in the comments which story you found most interesting, and follow us on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes content. See you next time.